Back where we need you. Oh, we tease them a lot 'cause we got them on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's the very first song I ever learned to sing when I was like 16 years old. My buddy loaned me this album of TV things, and I was doing commercials. Yeah, winding it up and there it goes. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting him. Alright. I'm just gonna make this bread, alright, America? Welcome back. Welcome back. La da da da.
Thank God once more for allowing me to be here with you.
Amen.
You know, several years ago I was in New York City.
Several years ago in
photographing the first book that I had written.
Springfield, Oregon, when I started Peace Up.
While sitting there autographing books,
they tried to kill me.
The minute black woman came up.
Twice.
The only question I heard from her was, "You, Martin Luther King?" And I was looking down writing, and I said yes.
Mm-hmm.
The next minute I felt something beating on my chest. Before I knew it, I had been stabbed by this demented woman. I was rushed to Harlem Hospital. It was a dark Saturday afternoon.
High on gluten.
That blade
this is
had gone through with X-rays revealed.
These are heaping. So about
the tip of the blade was on the edge of my main artery.
Right next to his heart. Once that was punctured.
You drowned in your own blood. That's the end of it.
End of it. Imagine if you'd been the end of me 13 years ago. End of the concept, the idea, Peace Up. End of all the people that I'd helped.
About 4 days later, they allowed me after the operation.
So.
After my chest had been opened and the blade had been taken out, to move around in the wheelchair in the hospital. They allowed me to read some of the mail that came in, and from all over the states and the world, kind letters came in.
Right.
I read a few, but one of them I will never forget.
One of them. Listen to this.
I had received one from the president and the vice president. I've forgotten what those telegrams said.
What did the president say?
I received a vision and a letter from the governor of New York, but I've forgotten what that letter says.
Why did you forget it? Why did you forget it?
It came from a little girl.
That's why you didn't forget
girl.
It. Because of the children.
A student at the White Plains High School.
Okay.
And I looked at that letter and I'll never forget it.
Now we got our flowers.
Said sympathy, Dr. King. I am a 9th grade student at the White Plains High School.
This could be any of you.
She said, while it should not matter, I would like
in
to
your
mention
50s.
that I'm a white girl. I read.
He would be 86 right now.
Of your misfortune.
We're doing 2 heapers because I'm going to add some stuff to this.
That if you had sneezed, you would have died. I'm simply writing you to say that I'm so happy that you didn't sneeze. And I want to say tonight, that I too am happy that I didn't sneeze, because if I had sneezed, I wouldn't have been around here in 1960.
Yeah.
When students all over the South started sitting in at lunchtime.
And it began.
As they were sitting in, they were really standing up.
We are 50 years later. I bring the Peace Up.
Taking the whole nation back to those great wells of democracy, which were dug deep by the founding fathers in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. If I had seen, I would have been
we as a people.
We decided to take a ride for freedom and end segregation in interstate travel. If I had sneezed,
If he had
I
sneezed.
wouldn't have been around here in 1962.
Yeah.
When Negroes in Albany, Georgia,
If I had
decided to
sneezed,
straighten their backs up.
I wouldn't have
And
been
there
there
were men and women
to raise the
straightening their backs
memorial.
up. They are going somewhere because a man
If they had killed me that night,
If I had sneezed,
if they had killed me that night, I would not be able to tell you all the things I've told you.
I wouldn't have been here in 1963.
I wouldn't have been here in 2001
People of Birmingham, Alabama,
if they would have caught me.
aroused the conscience of this nation.
Do you
Brought
understand?
into being the Civil Rights Bill. If I had sneezed,
I am a
I
white
would have
man.
had a chance
I am a black
here in
man.
August to try to tell America
I am
about
America.
a dream that I had. If I had sneezed,
A dream! We're fulfilling this dream right now. At Black Lives Matter, at White Lives Matter, at All Lives Matter, at March On,
if I had sneezed,
at I Have a
I would have
Dream,
been in Memphis to see a community rally
at Peace Up
around those
Exodus.
brothers and sisters
Amen.
who are suffering.
Nutmeg?
I'm so happy that I didn't sneeze. And they were telling me,
I'm so happy he didn't sneeze too. You all happy he didn't sneeze?
now it doesn't matter now.
What would he have done?
It really doesn't matter what happens now.
Yeah,
I
it
left
don't matter.
Atlanta this morning and
Peace
we
out. Peace up
got
is out.
started on the plane. There were 6 of us. The pilot said over the public address system, we're sorry for the delay. But we have Dr. Martin Luther King on the plane. And to be sure that all of the bags were checked. And to be sure that nothing would be wrong on the plane, we have to check out everything carefully. And we've had the plane protected and guarded all night.
Toasted fennel.
And then I got into Memphis. And some began to say the threats, talk about the threats that were out.
We're going to do some more high gluten.
Of what would happen to me from some of our sick white brothers. Well, I don't know what will happen now.
What will
Got
happen
some
now?
difficult days ahead.
Throwing guns in my face?
But it really doesn't matter with me now.
It don't matter with me
Because
now.
I've been to the mountaintop.
I done seen it. I done seen what Peace Up is doing. I already heard the echoes in the voices of those who walk, that who run these things, who care.
A long life, longevity has its place.
Yeah, but
I'm not concerned
love
about
has
that
its
now.
pace. Love is
I
what
just want
is.
to do God's will.
Amen.
And
It's
He
about
has
love.
allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over. And I've seen the promised land.
He seen it.
I may not get there with you. But I
He
want
didn't.
you to know tonight.
We almost
we
there.
as a people will get to
We
the
are
promised land.
almost there. Amen. Amen.
I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
So we got a really sticky dough here with a lot of things in it. Okay. Last thing I'm going to put in it is the salt. Right. I'm going to mix this a little first. I like to get that brown sugar on top of that carrots there. Okay. And I don't. Oh, looky.
Why Jesus called a man a fool. I want to share with you a dramatic little story from the Gospel as recorded by St. Luke. It is the story of a man who, by all standards
All right. Just a little bit.
of measurement,
Now salt. Salt helps
would be
slow down the
considered a
yeast.
highly successful man.
If I put all that stuff in there and that extra high gluten, it's going to help build structure. I'm going to go like this one more time.
If you will read that parable, you will discover that
And
The
put
central
another teaspoon in the center.
character in the drama is a certain rich man. This man was so rich that his farm yielded tremendous crops. In fact, the crops were so great that he didn't know what to do. And it occurred to him that he had only one alternative, and that was to build some new and bigger barns so he could store all of his crops.
This recording is briefly interrupted at this point.
Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
Tablespoon, teaspoon, vanilla.
That brother thought that was the end of life. The parable doesn't end with that man making his statement. It ends by saying that God said to him, "Thou fool, not next year, not next week, not tomorrow, but this night, thy soul is
Lower you down so you
required
can see a
of
little
thee."
better. Also want to, I'm feeling some power and some beautiful things inside of me.
His prosperity, he died.
Now they've opened all of King's work and you can listen to him,
Think about it.
think about it.
Think of this man. If he lived in Chicago today, he would be considered a big shot. He would abound with all of the social prestige.
Look at that, look at all the things in there.
All of the community influence that could be afforded. Most people would look up to him because he would have that something called money. And yet a Galilean peasant had the audacity to call that man a fool. I'd like for you to look at this parable with me and try to decipher
Ow, my hands.
the real reason that Jesus called this man a fool. Number one, Jesus called this man a fool because he allowed the means by which he lived to outdistance the ends for which he lived.
I'm hurting all.
You see, each of us lives in two realms.
I can only do a little bit of that, or it messes me all up. I could use some of the bread, that would be interesting.
Realm of spiritual ends expressed in art, literature, and morality.
I can always do another one.
Out of our lives is that complex
Maybe I'll do that.
devices, mechanisms, and instrumentalities by means of which we live. The house we live in, part of the means by which we live. The car we drive, the clothes we wear, the money that we are able to accumulate.
Okay, I'm going to need this for a while. Working in circles. It's very wet, very sticky dough. High level of hydroscopicity because of all the items that I put in there.
The problem is that we must always keep alive.
I'm waiting until this
Demarcation
king is done. And more or less I'm just doing prep. I'm going to make this bread for tomorrow.
This man was a fool because he didn't do that.
I did way too much yesterday.
Didn't make contributions. Looked at suffering humanity. Probably gave his wife made coats. Valuable automobiles, but he didn't give her what she needed most, love and affection. provided bread for his children, but he didn't give them any affection. He didn't really love them. So this man justly deserved his title. He was an eternal fool. He allowed the means by which he lived to outdistance the end for which he lived. Number two, this man was a fool because he failed to realize his dependence on others. Now, if you read that parable in the book of Luke,
I think that's good.
you will discover that this man utters about 60 words